Lock in.
This is it, folks. I'll turn it down a bit.
Here we go.
Here we are.
How are the levels? Good levels?
I mean, Avicii levels. What a song, huh?
It looks like you got a board right here with 4 different levels going on.
Yeah, I don't know what most of it means.
Yeah.
I've only been doing this almost 5 years.
It looks 5 years. Wow.
Yeah, and I only started making money this year. Shout out to you.
That's good.
Now I need a comedy accountant.
Right. Well, now you need to file some taxes.
That's right. I know.
I have to file taxes, too. This, coming up here, right?
Do you go to a regular accountant or do you go to a comedy accountant?
Well, you know what? I've always gone to like a family friend, but last year I just did TurboTax because I had to do a bunch of comedy stuff. So I was like, let me just try to figure it out on my own. So I did TurboTax, and I like had a person there that I did it with.
On TurboTax?
Yeah, you could do like a...
It's a software.
Yeah, but you could do like they have like a consultant or whatever that's part of the software.
Is it a real person?
It's a real person. You talk to
Really?
them. And I'm just like, yeah, this is what, the deal is. And they kind of like help you, categorize everything.
You're just trying to get another view on your special.
Listen, ain't that what it's about?
There's a like and subscribe,
Yeah. New one coming out hopefully in like a week or so.
Really?
Yeah. I'm waiting.
From the New York Comedy Club?
Yeah. So it's still in the final process of editing, so I got to get with Metcalf and like watch the final version.
Might have been good timing.
Yeah.
For you in the pod.
Exactly.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Shout out Zach McGovern.
Yeah.
He got sick.
Oh, did he?
To the backup.
Oh, there we go. Oh, well, come on.
Yeah. His name came first before your name in the gay request.
Well, that's all right. I listen, we give the people what they want. If I'm number 2 in line, I'm number 2 in line.
Listen, you're not Mancusi.
At least I'm not third.
Right, at least you're not third.
Yeah.
At least you're not posting highlights of your men's basketball games.
Did he post those?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
it's one of the
man.
saddest things I've seen.
Oh, no. Where did he post it?
Instagram.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he's like, watch me drop 45.
I did not see that.
So that's the average age of people
I'm on the team. I'm on the team.
You're on the team?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Fill me in on this loser squad, dude.
No. We're pretty good. We win some championships. And
what does that mean? Some champion. You've lost a couple?
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's a competitive league. Urban Professionals Men's Basketball League. I've been in it for a decade.
What's it called?
It's the Urban Professionals Men's Basketball League, a league which can be described only as neither of those things.
I was gonna say.
Because it's all just white dudes that are. It's more like they're young professionals, but it's a rec league. We pay to play.
Right.
Yeah.
How much does a rec league cost for basketball?
Probably about $150 to $200 per person for the season. And
that's not bad. How many games come with that?
Yeah, like 8 to 10 maybe plus playoffs. So you're good. Yeah,
that's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. Yeah. It's like a once a week type deal, and there's like 4 seasons throughout the year. So like,
perfect.
Yeah. So it's like it just goes by winter, fall, spring, summer.
People are familiar with the seasons.
Yeah. Exactly. But I didn't know if exactly. You're right. And yeah. So that's how
It'd
it goes.
be weird if you're like first semester, second semester. Like,
That's what it feels like. It feels like we're still in college.
What type of places are you playing? Are you playing at like churches, like empty churches?
High schools around the city, so which is cool. Like different neighborhoods, all could be anywhere. Like Upper West Side, Lower East Side, whatever. We used to play at this one school in Spanish Harlem, which was, let me tell you something. This was we never won a game at this school. It was
Were you playing the kids?
I think they just pulled guys from the neighborhood to play against us. Like it was crazy.
Okay.
But it was the only game where our team would travel together and leave together. Ubers wouldn't even go up to that. It's a tough neighborhood. It's Spanish.
Yeah.
It's Spanish Harlem. Ubers wouldn't even go up to that neighborhood. You would get an Uber, and they would cancel immediately.
Really?
Yeah. So we would take the subways as a team. Every other game we'll just meet there.
Okay. I like how it's you and like the Spurs when they go to Brooklyn.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are all traveling together on the subway.
Right. It's just for just because that one everyone's scared to
You
go
must
up
have
to that
really
neighborhood.
stuck out.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah. Okay.
But we don't play at that gym anymore. But high schools around the city that are just like, or like middle schools or whatever that are closed down for the night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
waiting for the end of that sentence.
Yeah.
Closed down.
Like
Oh,
nobody's
boy.
in there. I guess it's a way of them like renting the gym out or whatever.
Wait, so it's like younger kids, like younger guys?
Well, I'd say like most of the guys on our team, it's a mix between guys in their mid to late 20s and 30s.
Okay.
I'd say most teams are kind of like that. we've like I've been on the team for 10 years, like the same team, but like it's
The
obviously
same team?
it's like replenished new players, multiple years.
You're in franchise mode. And
I'm
adult.
I'm in franchise mode. So me and one other guy. This franchise actually goes back even before my time. It goes back like 20 years. It's called the Village Idiots.
Did they play for the ABA? Or
Yeah. It was just passed down to kind of like friends and friends of friends type of thing.
Okay.
And so the guy who started it, one of the guys who started it, he's like Aubrey's Fitness. Shout out Aubrey's Fitness.
Shout out Aubrey's Fitness.
He's a fitness instructor. And he's been a part of the franchise since its inception. So he's still on the team. He's in his mid-40s, and then me and him have been part of the franchise for 10 years. And then we've gone through iterations of different players.
Is there a GM?
So basically me and Aubrey at this point.
Oh, okay.
Because it first started with like Aubrey got like two of my high school friends, and then they got me. And then they moved on out of the city, and then I got like some college buddies, and like I had a college buddy who like knew a bunch of guys who played at NYU, so we got a bunch of NYU guys. Then when they moved on, it's like then I got a couple comics, and then
Wait, who else do you have on this team?
Really, it's just me, Mancusi, and Franklin Miller. If you know Franklin.
I don't know Franklin.
Okay,
Miller.
and then that now we got like this MIT pipeline though, because it's a couple guys that played basketball at MIT. So they're
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, they're actually like good. They're like
who did they play?
I don't know, like Division III somewhere.
Suffolk Community College?
Yeah,
Who does MIT play?
I don't know, like Division III somewhere. But Division III players are good.
Okay. Yeah, MIT Debate Club.
Yeah, Debate Club. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
Are they
I don't
tall?
remember how they got. Yeah, they're tall. I don't know how they got in the mix, but they're like young and athletic. Like they're probably mid to late 20s, and they're all young, athletic, and that's what's like allowing us to win again because we got some young guns again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's some fresh legs out
Yeah,
there.
for some fresh legs.
Okay,
fresh
so you're
legs.
like the LeBron of this team.
Yeah. I won a bunch of championships before age 30, 31, 32, and then like we had to replenish.
Right, you had to go through the draft.
Yeah, you had to go through the draft.
Right.
You gotta rebuild. We had to get Luka.
I've never heard of a men's basketball team in rebuild mode.
Well, listen, we take it seriously, and it is the most important thing in my life. So.
This is the most interesting thing in your life. Let's be honest with you.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, at least I'm not posting highlights like Mancusi.
I couldn't believe it, dude. I saw him post a highlight. I felt like calling him.
Oh,
you
man.
okay?
I didn't see that. I wish I didn't even know that.
Who's filming it?
We got a guy who just puts up like a...
You have a highlight guy?
No, he puts up a GoPro camera. So then he just like sends us the
Is he
feed.
on the team or is like
he's
a
on
fan?
the team. He's on the team.
Oh,
He's on the
okay.
team. Yeah.
You guys like making like huddle tapes? Sending it to coaches?
No, but we do. But Aubrey's Fitness, Aubrey Brown, he basically acts as a player coach. Like he gets in our ass if we're not like playing hard.
You have a clipboard with like the court outline?
No, we should have that. We should
Pretty
have
cool.
that. Yeah, but he's got like the most energy and passion ever.
Yeah, he's the saddest one on the team.
Yeah, but he just it's so like it makes it fun,
But then like, are you guys going out after?
No, like sometimes we'll like grab a drink after or like celebrate the championship, with the drink. But no, it really is just to get some competition, let out some testosterone,
Sure. All right. Let out some testosterone. I've never heard that sentence before.
I don't know.
You must release some testosterone.
You got to release some testosterone.
I hear you.
You got to get a little competitive juices flowing, you know what I mean? Get a little angry at the referees, yell at the referees.
There's referees?
There's referees. This is the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How, are they good?
No, they're terrible.
Yeah, no,
they're awful. They're the worst referees you could have. They're nice guys,
I'm
but
sure.
But when we start playing, we berate them. That's really what it's all about. You play so you can yell at the referees.
Respectfully, I can't see you, Mancusi, or a bunch of MIT kids berating around.
Actually, Mancusi gets like super pissed.
Really?
He gets like
that's his thing. That's his one thing.
That is his one thing. Like you should see. Like he will get technicals. He'll get technicals.
You can get technicals?
Yeah, this is like it's a legit league. Yeah.
But then, like, what happens if you get 2 technicals?
You get thrown out. You're out of the game. But Mancusi's a different person.
You get suspended?
No, I don't think you get. They're not following it that
They're not,
closely.
okay, it's not
Yeah,
that
but
hard.
it's like there are some leagues where it's like super. Like you basically they do have highlight guys and stuff. There's this league called the Brody League, which is like really expensive.
The Brody League?
But it's like you can get highlight tapes and you get like sick jerseys, and it's like it's a men's league, but it's like amped up to the millionth degree. This is like very like we got referees, but we like the scoreboard's like one of those flippy things.
Blue and red.
Yeah. It's like it's a little grungy, but it's still like you play games. Yeah, 20-minute running halves.
Okay.
Yeah, and they keep score and they keep stats and they have playoffs and a championship.
So like I can find a website where there's all these stats on you guys.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And Mancusi always leads the league in 3-point shots.
You don't say.
Yeah.
That sounds like the story of his life.
Well, he's posted it on Instagram.
Yeah, that's true. He said,
Yeah.
look at me scoring 42 points. How many shots you take, bud?
Well, he gets up a lot of shots. I'll tell you that.
How many shots
Since
is he
he's joined the
averaging?
team, my scoring average has gone down. I'm not getting very many looks.
It's not helping you at recruiting.
Yeah. I've had to transition more to a facilitator role because I can't get any shots up.
How many shots is he averaging in a game?
I'd say 15 at least 15. And I'd say 95% of those are from 3.
I'm going to be honest, that doesn't sound like that many.
Well, maybe 20 then.
Is that a lot then?
Yeah, maybe 20 shots.
40 minutes?
40 minutes running halves.
Running halves.
So it's like it only stops every 2 minutes. So you're averaging probably 10 shots a half, which is
every 2 minutes?
Every 2 minutes you're getting a shot up. See, it's
a bit.
Yeah. So I'd say 15 to 20 maybe because it runs fast.
God, what does
Yeah.
the rest of the team think of Mancusi?
They
You
like.
won't
I mean,
tell
we love Mancusi.
No one DM Mancusi what's about to be said.
No. We love Mancusi. Everyone, because he can like really shoot the ball. It's kind of crazy how well he can shoot it. So.
It's not that crazy. He spent a lot of time working.
Well,
on it.
yeah, no. If you go to the Y and shoot 500 jump shots a day, you're gonna be able to shoot.
Right.
Yeah. So he's just a maniac. He hit 19 threes one game. In one game, he hit 19 threes.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it might be turning around like this. 19 threes in one game.
I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, I mean it's a men's league, but he was like
Still.
he was like pulling from half at one point.
He's doing their logos?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a high school gym. It's like a high school's.
Like Xavier High School?
Yeah, exactly. We play there. Yeah.
No big deal. I know a high school.
So, I mean, it's pathetic that we care so much about it, but it's also
Right.
fun. So, who really cares? Whatever.
Sure. Listen, I'm with you.
Yeah.
This should be content. I'm shocked this isn't content.
Well, clearly to Mancusi, it is content.
Well, he's starting to make it content. You guys got to get a camera in there somewhere.
There should be like more behind the scenes type stuff, I guess. Like maybe
You get locker rooms?
we could get. We no. We just change on the sideline.
Towels?
No, see this is where there's no amenities.
I'm starting to say Brody League.
The
I'm starting to get in the
Brody League, there's amenities, but I'm sure that's costs like $2,000 per person a league.
So you're at Crunch Fitness there at Equinox.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Exactly. But the Brody League looks sick. If I was in my 20s, I'd probably play in the Brody League.
That's the thing that's stopping you.
Yeah.
Got it.
I just, it's not worth the investment at this point. I'm past my prime.
How much is a Brody League?
I really don't know. We'd have to look it up. But
If you were to estimate.
I'm guessing it's probably $1,000 per season. Per season, I'm guessing it's probably $1,000 per person. You know what I'm saying?
Where'd you get to play?
I think you get to play like really nice gyms. Like there might be like basketball. Basketball City is potentially where it's at.
That's in the Bronx, no?
Which is, I think there's one in the Lower East Side, which is like there's just like it's like a warehouse of like really nice courts.
Okay.
Or there might be one in Brooklyn too. I don't know, but yeah, they play probably like the nicest gyms.
1,000?
It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, for a nice gym.
For a nice gym. But no, it's like all the stats and the jerseys and like the content and like they give you like highlight tapes. Like they would cut up like Instagram reels for you to put them on.
Yeah, but like that's sad.
It's incredibly sad.
Yeah. Are they good?
Well, it's better than Mancusi putting together his own highlight tape. If they are like good. But like, so there's I played in the comedians basketball tournament. I won, not a big deal. I was all tournament team.
All right.
And
Oh yeah. You're playing against literal disabled people. Congrats,
True.
Mike.
I think the shooting percentage of the tournament was like 10%. But we had one guy on our team who was a ringer. He wasn't even a comic, but he plays in the Brody League. He was the best player in the tournament, and that's the only reason I know about it. But I saw, then I looked it up, and we should look it up on Instagram or whatever. You can see.
Brody League.
Yeah. It's probably guys that played in college or maybe Division I or even D League guys that are retired now or whatever. It's probably really high level.
Is that the highest? How do you get to Rucker Park?
That's more, that's the streetball scene. I don't really even know.
Is streetball still going on?
Yeah, they still play.
And one mixtape?
No.
Damn.
Did you ever watch the doc on And One Mixtape?
Yeah,
it was great.
Dude.
That was
I was big into streetball.
So was I. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't handle, but boy.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of
Yeah. Oh, you were playing streetball.
Oh, yeah, dude. I would go into my driveway.
Oh,
I do a lot of.
Yeah, a lot of the fake behind the back.
I try to look like the And One guy.
Like white chocolate.
Yeah. The professor.
The professor's still making content.
I see. He comes up on my FYP.
Yeah.
From time to time.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing.
I know. How old is he? He's got to be 45.
He's probably 40. Yeah.
There's Spider,
AO, Hot Sauce, Hot Sizzle.
Cadillac.
Cadillac.
He was the MC. He was my favorite.
Yeah.
He was the most relatable.
Yeah. The And One Mixtape was unbelievable. They had video games, and then it was a whole conglomerate. That doc was all about how they got taken advantage of and didn't get any money, basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And One was the Motown of the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. They just used these guys and their personalities, and they paid them basically minimal wages, and then they took off and were a whole brand.
Yeah, dude. And One is just black Jackass. That's all And One was.
Well, yeah, but they're not doing extreme things,
No, they were smarter than that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna.
I guess white
put
people
a
are
fish hook in my mouth.
No, exactly. I guess white people aren't as athletic, so they have to do roll a bowling ball, drop a bowling ball in their nuts or whatever.
Right, we have to get addicted to pills and throw ourselves off buildings.
Yeah.
They could just jump over 7 guys.
Were you a Jackass guy? Were you in a Jackass?
I was a big Viva La Bam guy.
Got it. Yeah.
Big Viva La Bam guy.
Yeah, and he was Bam Margera, right? He's one of the main characters, right? And what was his deal? What's his deal?
What do you mean?
Wait, he was a Jackass guy?
Yeah, he was I feel like professional skateboarders were everywhere in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Professional skateboarder turned personality?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
He was the first personality.
But did he do Jackass stunts and stuff?
And then he was a part of the Jackass crew. Yes,
Got it.
with Ryan Dunn.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Westchester PA crew.
Got it.
No big deal.
I wasn't I know some of the Jackass guys, but I couldn't watch it. It was
Don Vito.
I don't know Don.
His
Vito.
uncle Don Vito. Well, he was 500 pounds. He had a lazy eye. Ended up molesting a couple kids. What are you gonna do? But
makes sense.
During the heyday,
yeah,
boy,
yeah. I know Steve-O, obviously.
Of course, Steve-O.
And
Knoxville.
Knoxville.
Now we're talking about the A-listers.
Yeah. But they turned that into different things,
well, not really.
Well, some of them. Right?
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah, some of them.
There's Wee Man.
Right.
He didn't really.
Steve-O is a comic, right?
Sure.
Knoxville turned it into some movies and as an actor, right?
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor. Yeah. Bam. They're internet personalities and stuff.
Bam slapped Brendan Sagalow in 2017.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
was he a...
No, he didn't slap him. He slapped his agent in front of Sagalow.
Was he a comic too, Bam? Or
no, he was just a... Well, I think he tried to be one.
Or he was just around.
During his first manic episode.
Yeah.
And then there was Now I Pronounce You Bam when he was getting married to his first wife, and they document the whole...
There's
folks,
a lot of content here.
There's a whole Bam universe.
Got it.
I'm shocked. I was big into it, dude.
Okay. But what was appealing about him?
I don't know. There was really...
Yeah.
Because there was no, personalities then.
Right.
He was going viral before you could go viral.
Right.
I like that he fucked with his parents. That
right.
was fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. He would have a lot of like Swedish and Finnish bands that I knew of on his show.
Okay.
Like him.
Right.
He would have him on his show, dude.
Him was a Swedish band.
Him, yeah. I forgot exactly what his Blank Majesty, his like Immaculate Majesty, I think is it called. And then I saw them at Project Revolution 2006.
And is this all MTV content essentially?
Yeah.
Yeah. MTV was huge with the content back in the day.
Dude, they couldn't. They were firing on all cylinders.
All cylinders. Yeah, yeah.
They really
Unbelievable.
got it.
Yeah, they did. They did.
And then, no, like, what was the big? Robin Big.
Robin Big. I like Robin
Yes,
Big.
That was fantastic.
That was great. Then they had all those, like, they basically started reality television, I feel like, with like Guy Code and Girl Code, and then like those
like
dating
Talking
shows
Head
and
stuff.
the roomies and all that.
Next.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Parental Control.
Parental Control, yeah.
That was when we should have been comics.
I know.
You could get a writing job on Parental Control.
Or you become one of those guys on Guy Code or whatever. Then you get, before like the internet, that's how you got a little bit of steam. All those guys were comics.
You don't have to get me started.
Yeah.
Dude, I know. We're 10 years too late.
10 years too late. Yeah.
That's how I discovered DeStefano, Scholes,
Right.
Charlemagne, Lil
And
Duval.
we didn't even know that they were like comics when we were watching them.
Oh, no, I was very aware.
Oh, you were aware. Okay.
At that time, I was also doing Bringers at Caroline's Comedy
Got
Club
it.
once a week.
So you looked into it. Yeah.
So I knew, because I would do the shows with them.
Yeah.
They were
Oh, okay. Got it.
And I was
it.
like, this is so sick, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on Guy Code any week now.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, Rich, just keep bringing 30 people. I was like, you got it.
Right. Makes sense. But I didn't know that they were when I was like watching the shows. At that time it didn't occur to me that they were comics. I just figured they were guys on the show or whatever.
No, because I'd also do open mics at the stand.
Yeah.
Where I'd see them smoke cigarettes outside. I would see Pete Davidson with Carly Aquilino smoke cigarettes.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I'm doing the open mic. It's whatever. Got a drink ticket.
Yeah. No, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how they got their start, I guess. Theo Vaughn was on there too, right?
Yeah, Theo Vaughn was on Real World.
Road
Rules Challenge.
Well, I guess that was kind of another launching pad, right?
Not a lot of people really jumped from Real World.
Okay.
They stayed in the Real World universe.
Got it.
I gotta say, Theo's probably the only person that launched off. He's not, but like Johnny Bananas
Bananas has got a whole thing now, yeah.
got a whole thing. CT.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about the greats.
Yeah, of course. Wasn't Segura's wife on she was on Real World too.
I'll take your word for it.
I think
don't
she
know.
was. I don't know.
Christina P.
Yeah, I think she was.
That's a type of thing. Back then, you were a first name, last initial.
Right, that's true too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Last
good. I like
names-
that.
Yeah, they didn't come out
You don't need them.
till probably 2012, 2013.
Yeah. Hide the last names. Because if you're on a show like that, you can't reveal the last name.
Well, because if I said, "Oh, this is Mike Bramante," you're like, "Who the hell's Mike Bramante?"
Yeah.
It's Mike B.
Mike B. They know Mike
from
B.
Real World.
Yeah.
Like, Mike B.
They still
I know that guy.
They still do that, I think, on like The Bachelor and Bachelorette, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're taking a page from old MTV.
Yes.
First name, last initial.
We got to bring that back.
It's tough.
It's tough. It's very tough.
But everything's cyclical.
It is. We could bring it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Let's bring back trashy reality
Rich H.
TV.
Tell me Rich H isn't popping off.
Some
Yeah.
names are better than others. Rich H doesn't ring. Mike B.
Mike B. That's
Mike B's good.
Because there's probably another Mike in the crew too. Is it Mike C or is it Mike B? Is it Mike F or Mike B? Mike B's better than Mike F.
Well, some people like Mike F more than Mike B.
That's true. But I think that does enhance the first name, last initial when there's another name. You know what I mean?
It enhances it drastically.
It enhances
but
it
then
drastically.
you forget about one of them.
You forget about one. But yeah, you win. You got to win the mics. Or you got to win whoever you're up
You got to win the
against.
battle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Tyler C. from Bachelorette. Tyler Cameron.
Right.
Who was the other Tyler?
I don't even remember.
Exactly.
It's a good point. First name, last initial.
Right. Hannah B. She was the Bachelorette. During her season of The Bachelor, who was the other Hannah?
Don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
Hannah B. That's not Hannah Burner, is it? Or is
No, it's a different.
that's Hannah. Oh, okay, it's a different name.
Yeah, I think she's a lesbian or something now.
Okay.
Call us in, but
Yeah. All right. Yeah, The Bachelor's the only one doing it. Does anyone else do it?
Just not
Just
really
like, what about
rea-
like Survivor? Do they do it?
They might.
They might.
I'm not in the Survivor
I'm
universe.
not. I'm not either. People are really into that.
People are in. it.
There's like been 50 seasons.
My
or something.
parents are big Survivor people.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah. There's a whole
Big
universe.
People, big Survivor.
I don't know. I've never got. I remember watching like the early ones, but like, I didn't even know it still existed until like.
It might be
recent.
bigger than it's ever been.
I know. It's come back around. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Of course.
It's like superhero movies. I know what's going to happen.
Well, I don't like a superhero movie.
I hate a superhero movie.
Yeah. I mean, what's
Not
the
for me.
point? Well, I
Couldn't
want
tell
to
you.
see somebody flying around. Who cares? It sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah. Where's the story?
There is none. There's never a story in a
There's-
superhero movie.
Yeah, and the action scenes are incredibly boring. Let me tell you that right now.
They're the most boring.
It's counterintuitive. You think action would be fun. I'm falling asleep every time I see Superham flying around with his cape.
That's right. Show me something. Grasp me a little bit.
Yeah,
You know?
well, I don't care.
Show me struggle. Show me anxiety.
Yes, of course.
You know?
Yeah, he's gonna beat the shit out of some bad guys. Great.
Be weird if he didn't.
It'd be strange.
Right. This movie would really suck if he didn't do that.
Right. But it's like already know what the result is, so why do you care?
Right.
Yeah.
Unless he dies at the end. No superheroes have ever died at the end, have they?
No, I don't think so. Like, because they got to keep it. I mean, maybe.
They got to keep the
They got to keep it
story
going.
going.
I guess like James. Like, what about? How do you feel about like a James Bond?
Hated James
Yeah.
Bond.
Like, I like it better than a superhero movie, but like I still don't care. I don't care. But like the end of James Bond, like this whatever Daniel Craig, like I think his character died at the last
Did he?
the last movie but they knew it was his last one. So like in this one, you're like, oh, maybe he's gonna die at the end. He died.
Well, thanks for ruining it. I never understood 007 because no one was in shape in the original 007s.
Right.
They were hiding their pudgy bodies in tuxedos, drinking all the time.
Well, here's the thing. Why are they always hammered while they're fighting crime?
Is that why they always missed their shots?
I mean, there has to be an effect because he's sucking down martinis before he's getting in firefights.
I'm shocked anyone before like the 90s got shot. Because you were hammered all the time.
It was just lucky if you got shot.
Right.
It was just a lucky shot. But it doesn't make any sense how Bond is just gulping down martinis and then driving backwards through the crowded streets of London.
You know why he's driving backwards? Because he's so fucking hammered. If he just drove around, it'd be way quicker to get there.
It's true. It's true.
He's like, oh, I forgot I put it in reverse. Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big... Bond is fine. I do like Jason Bourne. I like Jason Bourne.
I've never seen one of those, so I can't comment.
Okay. But that's more of a cool story, though. And it's Damon.
I saw The Town.
Town's great.
I saw that. That was pretty good.
He's not in that, though. It's Ben Affleck and...
They're all
Casey.
the same to me.
They're all the same. They're all Boston guys.
Right.
Yeah.
All Boston movies are the same to me. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, they're all the same. But they're all good.
Sure.
Yeah. The Departed is the best movie ever made.
It's good. It's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Sure.
It's a great movie. Best cast of all time.
Oh, I don't know. A great movie?
Great movie. It won didn't I think it won the Oscar?
Sure.
Yeah. Or maybe Scorsese won it for directing. Either way. I mean, you're talking Alec Baldwin, Matt Damon, Leo, right?
Marky Mark. Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, you got some heavy hitters in there.
Talk about someone. Do you think there'll ever be another Jack Nicholson?
No, it's just he's unique.
He's lost the time.
Yeah, he's a unique guy. Yeah, there's nobody like that.
What did they have to do to get careers? What we're finding out average celebrities had to do?
Right.
What did Jack... Because, he's good. He's not. amazing.
Well,
he's not good looking.
He's not good looking, but he has just an aura. He's got an aura and he's got a presence about him. You know, it's a quality.
Yeah, it's alcoholism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just going to be hammered. You just be hammered and you just go for it. You know?
Yeah, it goes for it, dude.
What was his first big movie? Was it like...
Was it Shining?
Wasn't it that what Chinatown? Was he in Chinatown?
Ooh.
It might have been that. You know, you get started young.
See, back then, you just
start.
He started at like 42 or something.
He
no?
did?
Didn't he break late?
I thought maybe I could be wrong, but I thought he started younger.
Call us in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think back in the day, there was less people doing things. Like there was less people trying to pursue acting or comedy or.
Do you think?
I think so. Yeah, it was like especially comedy. That was more of like it was like a cooler underground thing. I think with like the rise of social media now, everybody wants to do these things. But like back then, it's not obviously a lot of people wanted to do them, but you had to just kind of like have the balls and go for it. And if you started young, you had a better shot.
Where you had to actually do open mics. And
right.
Go out and work on material.
Right, all that. But it was less. I think it was less people too, because the way like I think even like 10 years, but if we started 10 years earlier, then you get in the club scene more, and then you're going on the road and you're opening for somebody more, and like that's like.
That doesn't exist.
That doesn't really exist anymore. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because there's just too many people. Right. Back in the day, it was like, if you were a more established guy, you'd take somebody on the road with you who was younger, and then that's how it would work. Or you'd work your way up at the clubs, but there wasn't, 2,000 people trying to get into a club. There was, 200.
Right.
Yeah.
If even.
Yeah. So it's just a theory, but I think it's good. I think it's a good theory.
Yeah. It doesn't really solve our Jack Nicholson.
No,
situation.
Nicholson, I don't know.
But overall, yes, in the comedy scene.
Nicholson's great though. I mean, he's just like he's hilarious, Sometimes it's just right place, right time too.
You're telling me, dude.
Yeah.
We lived back then?
Yeah.
It'd be huge.
Yeah.
Dean Martin?
Yeah.
Dude, that alcoholic? His face swollen?
Well, it sounds like you had to be an alcoholic in order to be successful.
I think that was just a part of the time.
That was just part of the time.
I think there's a time
my
family was alcoholics, not successful.
Why were they drinking all the time back then versus now?
Because you could drink and then get in your car.
Oh, that right.
Or you could drink and then hit your wife.
Right.
There were no rules.
There weren't rules back then. There weren't rules. Now they crack down on the drunk driving. If you're in the city, I guess you could still be drunk all the time. But now that back then they didn't care as much about health either, or even look into it, right? Because they were just smoking cigarettes all the time.
They had healthy cigarettes. They had doctor-recommended cigarettes.
Yeah, right.
Science didn't exist.
No, what a time,
Being gay was an illness in medical dictionaries. It was.
Yeah.
I had a medical dictionary in grad school that said homosexuality is an illness.
But wouldn't it...
see,
here's the thing where it comes back in cycles, because isn't like Abraham Lincoln days, and like back then they were like those guys were like all gay, but they didn't even like think it was weird back then, or not weird, but like they didn't treat it as like an illness. Like Abraham Lincoln used
propaganda to me.
Abraham Lincoln used to sleep in the same bed as a guy.
I was actually just listening to a podcast about this today.
His name was like Justin Street or something like that,
yeah.
And all of these guys had like guys that they slept with in like twin beds.
Well, here's what I will say about that. It's that
I read that book Team of Rivals, where it's essentially about Lincoln in his cabinet, and every single one of those guys had mentors or like best friends that they slept in a bed with.
So that's the thing with me, where it's like you had a roommate. Okay, listen, we all have to pay rent. I get it. You're like, no, they actually slept in the same bed together. You're like,
why not two beds? And they were twin beds. So what's going on here?
By the way, Abraham Lincoln, 6'4".
Right. There's not a lot of room in there.
That's the thing.
And in that book, they would like write love letters to each other, sort of, where it was like, I think it was like it was like this sort of thing where like they like were attracted to each other's like intellectual, capabilities and their achievements and like.
So you're saying Abraham Lincoln was a pansexual?
Well, he also he had wives and he had kids and all
He
that.
had one wife, no?
I think his first wife maybe died. I think he had maybe 2 or 3 wives.
Well, apparently then when he died,
Yeah.
his stepmother said he was never he wasn't fond of female companionship.
Well, there you go.
Who is, lady? Sounds like a guy's guy to me.
Maybe they were just guys to the millionth degree. They just slept with their boys for fun.
Guilty.
Yeah. Right. So maybe they were just best friends. They never wanted to leave their guy friends.
Maybe they get so hammered.
Yeah.
They all just passed out in the same bed.
Yeah.
Because they were
just bros.
chilling.
They were just frat bros.
Right.
They were just they were bros to the highest extent possible. They slept together.
Didn't he make log cabins in Illinois?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
That sounds pretty tiring to me.
It sounds tiring. You would fall asleep with your boy after that.
Yeah. I've never done it, but I would assume I'd do that.
Yes, you would. You would after that. Yeah. So I don't know, but I do think like back in the day, people say like gay it wasn't like a stigma in any way. Then it became a stigma, and then it's not again. I think everything goes in cycles. Whether we're talking, first name, last initial, or gayness, I think it's all because the world is old, right? How long was this thing been around? A long time.
Depends who you ask.
If you say dinosaurs existed 265 million years ago, it's at least that much old.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So there's probably stuff before that.
And if you ask truth seekers,
yeah.
like 300 or something?
Yeah, but we're one year, what, 2025?
According to Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's nothing in the grand scheme of things.
No, yeah, in the grand scheme of things.
In the grand scheme of things, it's nothing.
You know what always messes me up? Those TikToks that are like to put time into perspective.
Right.
Do you know woolly mammoths were closer to the iPhone than Cleopatra? And you're like, is that true? I don't even know. But there's no way to fact check it.
They're like, oh, yeah, the time you've been on Earth is like a grain of sand in the desert. And I'm like, all right.
The Romans are as old to you as the pyramids are to the Romans. And you're like, you have no proof of that.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. But I think, like, you see these things where, like, civilizations were built up and died and species extinct and all this stuff before we even got here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Grow thumbs, dude.
Yeah. I don't understand any of it.
I think a lot of it's bullshit.
That's what I think. How do we know what happened 265 million years ago? I ain't buying it.
Right. It's not my fault T-Rexes couldn't figure it like an Iron Dome out, dude.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But I don't even know that. I think we could just be speculating.
How do we know oil is dinosaur bones?
I don't think we do.
I don't think we do.
I don't even think... I'm not buying the dinosaur thing. I'll tell you that much.
Have you ever seen a dinosaur?
No.
Right.
Do you think that it's theoretically possible to see a fucking T-Rex?
This is what I know I've seen. I've seen what they claim to be a T-Rex skeleton.
Yeah, and that's not a full skeleton. That's plaster.
Right.
They found a few bones, and then they extrapolated it out to what they think it looked like.
But I've also seen Super Mario in Times Square.
Well, yes.
Are both of those real?
I don't know.
Right.
I'll tell you this much. The most evidence that we have, that I say the most definitive evidence that we have that dinosaurs existed is Jurassic Park. The first one. Because those dinosaurs looked real.
They look pretty damn
real. They
real.
look pretty real. The ones now in the new movies with the CGI, they don't look real at all. That first Jurassic Park, the original with Jeff Goldblum, those raptors in the kitchen were real. Those were real raptors.
1,000%.
Yeah, that T-Rex was real.
I went on that Universal Studios ride.
Yeah, it's a real place.
It's a real place.
Yes.
I saw them.
Yeah, I know. You saw them. Yeah, exactly.
I had a point and I forgot the point. Something with Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot. Fuck.
But to me, okay, you want to say Jurassic Park? All right, dinosaurs are real. But that's the only evidence we got.
Here's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't understand. Okay. Trees are old.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they are.
You know what's older than trees?
What?
Crocodiles. How the fuck is that happening?
Well, are crocodiles? They're like dinosaurs of the water, I guess, right? Because they're kind of like.
Do you think that was the problem? Because like sharks,
Yeah.
they're just as old as alligators and dinosaurs.
Yeah. So I think like maybe the ocean, those creatures existed maybe before us. Here's the thing. Do you know we've only explored like
Don't get me started on
10% of the ocean?
Yes, I'm very aware of this.
So like we don't even know what's down there.
But we also
Aliens,
don't know.
aliens,
We
aliens.
didn't. Well, well, maybe.
Yeah.
This is what I don't understand.
Yeah.
Do we only? Okay, how am I going to say this? Like, did we only explore 10% of the ocean, and that includes depth?
That's a good question. I don't.
Have we covered the whole?
Like, have we been down to the absolute bottom?
Or is there even more land that we don't know is there?
I just think that the ocean is so vast that it's like impossible to explore all of it.
It's like my actual nightmare.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I had a point about the ocean being vast. I forget what it was though. It's huge. I don't think we can comprehend how big the ocean is.
I'm going on a cruise next year.
No,
I know.
No,
I know.
no. Here's the thing: is I don't like water. Okay.
No.
No. Why would I want to be trapped on a boat? I get seasick looking at boats. All right, I don't need to be on. I don't need to be on one.
You're a bit older than me, so I don't know if you were
Yeah.
into DComs like I was.
DComs?
Disney Channel original movies.
Oh, I mean, not as much probably.
Right, because you're a bit too old for this.
Yeah.
There was one called The 13th Year, where the kid he was an elite swimmer.
Okay.
He goes into the ocean one day. Turns into a mermaid. Meets his mom.
Right.
As he was swimming in the ocean.
Right.
I legitimately thought that could happen to me.
Right. Well, maybe it
I
could.
thought if I jumped into the ocean, I would find out my sea mom.
It's possible. You go on this cruise, you jump in, you might find out what
I'm
happens.
deathly afraid of this.
What? All right. So where are you going on the cruise? You're not a
Alaska.
travel guy. Oh, Alaska.
Yeah.
Okay, Alaska's cool.
Going with the fam.
That's nice.
To Alaska.
Alaska sounds nice.
Sure.
Is it going to be cold?
It's August.
So it'll be warm?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. I'm trying to get cows to fart more. I bought a car and letting it run outside, but until then, let's try to get this as warm as possible before I head up there.
Right. I think Alaska's supposed to be cool. I don't know. I mean, it'll be like nature. You'll see like polar bears.
We all know my opinion on nature.
Well,
no thanks.
yeah. I mean, I don't. To me, we've talked about this on the pod. The sightseeing. I mean, who cares? Watch a documentary. You can see anything you want.
Well, you put an ice cube into that glass of water. That's a berg.
It's just a bigger version of it when you see it in person.
And I know it's actually even bigger below than it is. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I make ice all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
I couldn't care less.
It's just a big block of ice.
Oh no! And sometimes you could walk on it. You could hike a glacier. Why would I want to do that?
No, that doesn't sound
I don't want to
good.
hike land.
I like to stay on land. I don't like the hikes are fine, but why do you got to climb all the way up mountains?
I don't want to be tricked by a glacier. You think it's land, and then all of a sudden it melts under you.
Right, and then you fall in. There was speaking of jumping in the water, did you see that? There was like a kid in like his high school reunion or something.
With the shark?
Yeah, he jumped out and then a shark ate him.
Good. I saw that video and I said, good. You deserve that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you jumping out in the middle of the ocean. That's not your territory.
You know that's not a cool kid. Cool kids don't do that.
No, you can't
That's
do
a
that.
kid desperate for attention.
Yeah. Desperate for attention, for sure. Yeah. Man, can't risk your life like that.
Not on a cruise, dude. There's a buffet. Chill.
The ocean is I can't handle the ocean. Did you ever go in the ocean when you like go on vacation or some the beach or something like that? You boogie boarding?
We would vacation in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And Lake George.
Okay.
No ocean.
I don't like a lake either.
I don't mind a lake.
You don't mind a lake?
I like the concept of a lake.
Okay.
Because I know it ends.
it ends. There's probably not. There's just fish in there. There's probably not like predators in there that could eat you.
I would imagine. But every lake now tries to have their own Loch Ness monster.
Right.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either. Lakes are kind of gross though in terms of like the water's gross. At least the ocean water is like healing. Lakes are just like mud and water, you know?
Yeah, but then you can sit in a pontoon boat.
Yeah, you sit in the boat.
Yeah, just a floating couch. Go from your regular couch to a floating couch. That's not half bad.
They're calmer. The lakes are calmer than oceans for sure. I don't know. I'm not a big water guy.
I hate the water.
Yeah.
I hate anything that's exposing me to the sun, dude.
Right. Well, yeah, sun is rough. Do you lather up with suntan lotion?
Oh, well, I'm about to. I'll tell you. We're going to go to the Patreon and we'll continue this.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right. See you guys on the page.
See you on the Patreon.